you can produce great stuff, and you can have the best people and the most compelling content. You know, how does that get discovered? Let's talk about discoverability at MySpace of videos first, and then maybe move on to Laura.
So the notion of social referral with regards to video on MySpace is essential. So about 2/3 of all videos streamed on MySpace are actually streamed off of user profiles. If you're thinking about 75 million users in the US, what that does is create all these points of entry to discoverability on not only the user profiles, but also on channels which exist on MySpace. So what we've adopted over the last couple of months is this notion of being a social portal, where media assets are consumed and they are sort of made social by the community that exists on the site. And so to the extent that we're able to double and triple dip into not only channels but user profiles to sort of blitz users from multiple points of entry, the notion of social referral is essential to discoverability of video on the site.
Yeah, I mean, I think for us, I mean, the two biggest referral sources, if you will, are, you know, social referral, word of mouth, viral, right? And then the second is just sort of Google and YouTube search. For us, you know, right now, a huge point of how people really discover other content on YouTube is sort of tinkering around through those two biggest referral sources and then looking through the related videos, which we have partner videos. So it really helps all of our different partners when people are saying, oh, that seems interesting, let me try to go there. But, you know, I think some of the unsexy but equally important points are having that strong metadata, because we have promoted videos, we have different avenues to sort of refine and you know, and mine this kind of content. But if you don't have something as basic as like strong metadata, good thumbnail and stuff like that, then 9 times out of 10 people won't necessarily find your content.
Yeah, and so at Truveo, it's really fundamental. We notice in video search it's really fundamentally different than web search. In web search, people are looking for things that are very specific. In video search, they're queries. We do tens of millions of queries a day, and most of them are generally pretty broad queries. And with those broad queries comes the question about what do you put on top, and what the social graph is, and how a video is being shared, and how it's being clicked is incredibly important in deciding which of our videos we bring to the top of the index. And interestingly enough, about 2/3 of our traffic isn't people typing in search terms, it's related video content. So we have ways of, you take a particular video, we'll show related videos from across the web next to that video, and that represents about 2/3 of the queries that we do on a daily basis.
At Blinkx, we focus very heavily on what happens if the metadata isn't there. The metadata has faults. One is that a lot of people don't enter it in properly. The other big issue is that people use it as a way to mask what a video is really about and get views that they shouldn't be getting. That's a big issue, particularly on the UGC sites. Obviously, you get people who spam and game things. So at Blinkx, we use things like speech recognition, we use visual analysis, we use all kinds of basically, you know, software-based processing to try and understand what's actually in the video. If you can splice video with text to achieve that, I think you can do a lot.